welcome to SB Academy, and today we are reviewing the Ishod Wair Nike SB shoes. So how this video is going to work, I'm going to start with a durability test. So I'm going to do 100 kickflips and 100 ollies to test the durability of these shoes, and then we'll check the wear and tear from those tricks. Then I'm going to do a board feel test. So that's me doing like my most favorite grinds and manuals and some really cool flip tricks and see how these fare and can I get them as quick as I normally would with the trainers I normally ride. Although it was super wet this morning, so I'm waiting for that to dry, and I've already swept and tried to clean the puddles as much as I can. So hopefully in an hour or two it'll be dry enough to test these shoes. Then I'm going to try and learn a new trick based on one of the tricks from Ishod's video on YouTube, so that will be fun. And then I'm going to answer a question that someone threw out to me on Instagram. I threw up on my story, what would you like to see in a shoe review? And I picked my favorite question, and I'm going to answer that question today. Now, let's jump straight into the design of the shoe. Let's quickly talk about what's special about this shoe and what Nike says about this shoe. Now, this is Ishod's first signature shoe, and initially comes in this light olive, black and red color, and there will be 4 more colors coming out as well. Now, the way Nike describes the shoe, they say it offers groundbreaking versatility. The shod delivers exceptional flex, support and breathability in a silhouette that blends his unique style and skateboarding mindset with heritage basketball design cues. It blends a cup sole with vulcanized construction, which is designed to give you great board feel and loads of durability. It has flexible mesh on the side to keep you cool, and a Nike React sock liner to provide durable cushioning. Now, when I first saw these online, I wasn't a big fan. I did like the other colors more than this one, but now that I've actually held it in my hands and I've actually skated it down the street, I'm starting to like this design more and more. So I'm really keen to see how this fares and how quickly I can feel comfortable in them. Okay, so let's jump into this durability test. So I'm going to start with 100 kickflips. I'm not expecting even 50% to be great kickflips because they're brand new trainers and I haven't warmed up yet, so this will be interesting. Also, to make sure this is a fair test, is I put brand new mob grip on my board. So this will ensure that we're getting a true test of the wear in case you had brand new grip and brand new trainers. But let's jump into it and land 100 kickflips. Okay, so I just landed 100 kickflips, probably 4 were nice, but what we've got here now is some wear and tear on this shoe. So we can see from the suede, it's starting to wear, not through yet, it's just scuffed. The sole as well is a little bit scuffed. The where there is damage is by the shoelace. There's a bit of scuffing across the suede here, but the shoelace has already started to rip. And also the stitching here has also started to fray. The mesh is fine. The mesh is made of rubber, so I don't expect that to wear through anytime soon. We're going to do the 100 ollie test next, and then we're going to do loads more skating, and by the end of the day we'll have a really good idea as to whether these wear really well. After doing 100 ollies, we can see that there's even more scuffing at the top of the shoe, and the edges of the suede near the mesh have also frayed a little bit more. There's also a little bit of damage to the sole, but the main damage is at the top of the shoe near the laces. Now that the skate park has dried up a little bit, let's do the board feel test. I'm going to start with some nose manuals, some manuals. I'm going to do some crooked grinds and nose slides, and then I'm going to do some flip tricks over the hip and see how we feel about this shoe. Now, I watched recently Ishod's part on YouTube, and he does so many amazing tricks. There was a whole list of ones I want to learn from watching him, but there was a trick I've not seen him do that often, which is an ollie late shot, and he does it out of a kicker over a rail. So I'm going to see if I can learn that today and send it up the Euro gap. Now, this is my first shoe review, and what I wanted to do was get a sense of what you'd like to know about any new shoe I review. So I threw it up on Instagram, my stories, what would you like to know? And I got lots of requests about durability, board feel, shape, all that kind of stuff. But one of my favorite answers or questions was, how many pieces of popcorn could you fit in one of these shoes? So we're going to answer that today. Okay, so it's end of the session. Overall thoughts of the shoe. It skated really well for straight out the box. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to make any adjustments. Just the whole shoe was really nice out the box. Something that I'm not used to with the shoes I normally ride is there was a little bit more padding around the ball of the foot, which is really good because recently I've hurt the ball of my foot quite a lot from there not being so much padding there and having some like hard slams. So having that there felt a lot more comfortable, which is really good. And I know that if I was to have those same slams, I wouldn't be injured afterwards. So it took a little while to get used to, like not long at all, literally like 20 minutes, but it was just different for me. And I'm sure there's other shoes that have that as well. So if you're used to that, this is going to feel very similar. The heel felt really good, so there was a lot of protection on the heel, so when I jumped off the ramps, it just didn't feel it. Like, it was just so padded. It worked really well. The mesh hasn't torn away at all. It's still just as good, so that keeps everything breathable. I was expecting that to tear a little bit, even though the mesh is rubber. The main damage to this shoe after a day of skating is the edge of the shoe just up here. There's loads of scuffing and tearing, and even one of the shoelaces broken right towards the top here. So it's broken here and it's breaking there already. It's a shame that you can't tie the shoelaces on the inside like the Niger 3.2, even though there is one bit on the inside where it does tie. The suede and the toe have just lasted no problem. Like, I've done loads of kick flips today, tried some different variations of flip tricks, fakey big flips, cancel flips, and yeah, it's held out really well. The combination of this Volk and cup sole is so good. The flick on my kick flips just felt so responsive, so I'm really happy with what they've done with the sole of this shoe. And overall, doing all the tricks I would normally do came really naturally with this shoe. Nothing felt alien. I felt like I could do my crooked grinds, nose slides, kick flips, all my flip tricks, no problem. So really impressed with how I could easily get straight back into my tricks on this brand new shoe. Now, the shape of the shoe is fairly slim. I don't think it's as slim as the Niger. I tend to have quite a wide foot towards the ball of the foot, and it felt just comfortable. So if you do have a wide foot, definitely go to your local skate shop, try it on, make sure it fits. So my overall impression of the shoe is it is fantastic. It's really good. I would happily make this my main shoe going forwards if I could spend 90 pounds on a shoe every single time. So it'll be interesting to see how long this lasts. If this lasts me 3 to 4 months, that's a worthwhile investment, because my DCs I regularly ride do last about 3 months and they're way cheaper. But saying that, these give me a lot more protection on the ball of my foot, which I need because I've injured that part of my foot quite a few times over the past year. It's a really good shoe. I'm starting to really like the colour. I started off hating the colour and I really wanted the other colours, but now I'm actually really liking this. So yeah, so I'm really happy. The insole is fantastic. The design is really good. The protection is great. And like I said, straight out the box, it felt really good to ride. So that's the end of my Ishod Wair Nike SB shoe review. If you'd like to see more, like, subscribe, hit me up in the comments as to what shoe you'd like me to review next. This has been really fun, and hopefully I've offered you something in the shoe review that maybe someone else hasn't. And hopefully you've enjoyed the skating as well. So yeah, like, subscribe, ring the bell, do all the things, and then that way more people will see this review. I really appreciate you watching this all the way to the end. Thank you so much, and see you again soon.